are you guys ready for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? I really appreciated that enthusiasm, but I have had a chance to see the movie, and I feel like I should warn you, you guys are not ready. It's insane, it's so good. So, before we show you this incredible movie, I just had another question for everybody here in the audience. Are there any Sam Raimi fans here tonight? Well, guess what? Folks, the director of the for coming out tonight. I think you've got some fans in the house tonight, Sam. I've got a few questions here because this is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm going to ask Sam Raimi some questions. But before I do want to say from the bottom of my heart, Sam, thank you so much for being such a passionate director and incredibly talented professional for making some of my most favorite movies of all time. So thank you, Sam. Thank you. I have heard you, Sam, a longtime fan of your career. Long time ago, I've heard you talk about the comic book characters that you loved growing up. And along with Superman and Spider-Man, you mentioned Doctor Strange. What was it about this character that was appealing to you?
I really liked Doctor Strange because he was very different than Superman or Batman or Spider-Man. Those guys usually had like bad guys that they would fight, which I liked very much. But what's so original about Doctor Strange with Ditko and Lee was they made this sorcerer who would protect Earth against like magical threats, or the universe against spirits or demons, and it was so gigantic and important. You know, he didn't have a bad guy; he had like bad stuff, big bad stuff that he had to deal with. And also, I liked that he was a magician. That was cool. I was a magician as a kid. And I could relate to a magician who, what part of it? The magician part.
I think you pulled off a pretty good trick with this movie, man. It's a pretty impressive feat. This is so cool. I feel like Chris Farley, guys. It's awesome. It's Sam Raimi. Okay. Sam, next question. Serious question. Did you ever think, all those years ago, when you guys name-dropped Doctor Strange in Spider-Man 2, that you would someday direct a film starring that character?
No, I had no idea. Stan Lee had the foresight to interweave all his characters through a fantastic web of stories, all those different threads, storylines, he would put together into this beautiful fabric that went on, and now, thank goodness, Marvel Studios is doing that. But back then, when we were making Spider-Man 1, Avi Arad, who was running Marvel, was trying to get it going. So he was trying to put like a cameo of Wolverine in Spider-Man. That didn't work out. And then he said, hey, we can use this line, which David Kep wrote. And I thought it was a great line. But I had no idea that Doctor Strange would ever be made into a motion picture. Because, I was just hoping that one day there'd be like Fantastic Four or Captain America. I never thought that the second-tier Marvel characters would ever see the light of the movie screen.
Yeah, we just all watched the finale of Moon Knight. It's a great time.
So cool.
It's so cool. Just like a little follow-up question with that. In your mind, when J. Jonah Jameson, when the great J.K. Simmons is saying, oh, it's great, but it's taken. In that world, is there an actual Doctor Strange, or was he talking about like a fictional comic book character, Doctor Strange?
Do you really think I have any idea?
I think he's real, Sam.
It's just a joke.
Okay, nerdier. Sorry. Here we go. Sam, again, once in a lifetime opportunity, I gotta ask him. Is there any truth to the internet rumors that your longtime collaborator and childhood pal, Mr. Bruce Campbell, we got some fans of The Chin here tonight. Was it true that at some point he was planned to be revealed as Mysterio in your original Spider-Man franchise?
Over my mother's dead body.
he was never going to be Mysterio.
Actually, we were thinking about it. My mother died a few years ago. I didn't see the harm in it. Anyway, but Bruce, yeah, we were thinking about it as Mysterio, but we hadn't really locked in on his role. So there was that. There was one or two others we were thinking about.
Yeah, because he has said that he never got that call, but it makes me very happy to hear that at least you guys were considering it and thinking.
He's still complaining, huh?
Yeah. To this day, sir, to this day. Next question. Sam, again, what a time to be a nerd and to be alive. After originating these characters in film, what was it like for you to see Tobey Maguire, Alfred Molina, Willem Dafoe come back as Spider-Man, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and Spider-Man No Way Home?
They did a great job with that. Well, I had been in on The Secret because Amy Pascal and Kevin Feige pulled me aside in the early days of when they were working that movie and said, sit down. Here's what we're going to do. So they told me, they let me in The Secret. I thought it was a really cool idea, but it didn't diminish it for me when I saw that movie. When I saw Tobey Maguire appear, my heart went out, and I thought, here's my old hero, my old friend, and it was so beautiful. I think the audience had a similar reaction, I just had one that was on a personal level also. And I had nothing but the warmest friendship with Willem Dafoe or Alfred Molina, Kirsten Dunst, she wasn't in that, but and Thomas Hayden Church, by the way. It was great to see them. It was like they looked exactly the same, thanks to CGI. It's like 15 years later, it's like friends that you knew and loved, and that the equivalent of having passed away is they'll never be those characters again.
Yeah.
Came back into your life for an afternoon, and it was beautiful.
Wow, that was awesome. Love it. I think we did all feel some of that, Sam. Finally, I would just love to know, Sam, what would you like to say to the fans about to embark on a journey through the multiverse of madness?
I would like to first thank them for their Marvel patronage throughout all the years following all the characters. And that's what we try to do. We try to be aware of the writer Michael Waldron, the producer Richie Palmer, Kevin, all the team at Marvel, all the artists, all the illustrators, all the concept designers, production designers, photographers, so many people trying to be aware of what you guys love about the Marvel movies, the storylines of WandaVision, the storylines of Doctor Strange and Avengers. Be true to them and take the very next step so that we wouldn't let you down. We wanted to make it a logical progression to where the characters would grow to next as human beings and where the storyline would lead to. So just know that we did it in a loving way to please you, to try and please you. And tonight we're going to find out if you like it or not. So without further ado, enjoy the show.